Welcome back, my fellow agents. It is I, your master of mutant mayhem, especially in late 50s movies. Now, today, as you can tell, even with that intro, I mean the musical intro, which is no Geronimo, we are going to be talking about one of my favorite movies, despite itself, or in spite of it. Well, there's a reason, one of the reasons. I find it hilarious, but it's an acquired taste for sure. But it's the Ghost of Dragstrip Hollow, otherwise known as Hot Rod Horror. The Ghost of Dragstrip, none of them, those titles make any sense. But it was made in 1959. It runs a whopping 65 minutes, and still could be trimmed out of about 10 minutes. And it was released in July of 1959, distributed by, there's the, it's an alleged sequel to the movie The Hot Rod Gang, which I probably was more sincere. I don't know. I've never seen it. I don't have a lot of to do with Hot Rod and, biker movies just in general. But this one has a sort of ghost in it. But as you can tell, even with the credits, which we are going to see momentarily, there it is. It's a funny movie. I like it. So, having said all that, let's get on with the actual credits here. Ooh, super scary black screen. And once again, here's the moving ghosts. We're gonna try to not have too much of the music or sound in here, but I really like the titles just because they're cool. Jodie Fair was in the previous movie, but I don't think anybody else really was, except for maybe there's our true hero and star of the movie, Sunita Pelkey. And other than that, most everyone here is there. Oh, Paul Blaisdell does get a credit. Good, good. All right, Lou, that's fine. So let's skip there. There's and he's my guy, which we've already seen. Um, I don't know who Lou Rusoff was, but I think he probably owed somebody a favor here. And William Hole. All right, so let's scoot forward there as you can. Oops. Here's a drag race right away. So this you may recognize this as it was used in many things, including Grease, some 20 years later. About 20 years later. But other than that, it was used a lot for hot rod chases because it was a dry riverbed a lot of the time there in L.A. So what's her guts there? Lois Cavendish. I mean, geez, come on. If she's named after a Cavendish, you'd think she was a bad guy. But she's not. She's the ostensible heroine of the movie, whose parents are squares, but they still love her. And now we've got a guy who's at the Hot Rod Club. Nova, what was their name? They had a pretty cool name for the Hot Rod Club, and I don't remember it. And I just watched this movie. It is kind of ephemeral. And here's the star, Sunita.
Took Dave 4 years to build this roller skate.
Upholstery's hand tools. They're made out of Beetle's eyebrows.
Like the courtyard.
There's no time to be facetious. He has millions of people waiting to read about us.
Yes, his name is Dave. And that's Sunita as, what is her name in here? Well, let me get back over. Let me get IMDb, which finally comes in useful. We'll scroll back up here. As Amelia. Now, Sunita Pelkey herself did not have a long career in Hollywood. She was born in 1935, so at this point in time, playing a semi-teenager, she would have been almost 30, and she was passed away in 1994. She was in Party Girl, Missile to the Moon as a Moon Girl, Ghost of Dragstrip Hollow, A Guide for the Married Man, and Hello Dolly. Now, I thought she was in Village of the Giants, but I could be wrong. As Moon Girl. She does get to speak in here, which is good because, well, yeah. I have that right there. Why did I? Oh, well. Anyway, let's get on with the movie here before we talk too much about Sunita and reveal way too much about a certain X7.
He's got static in his attic, completely sunk.
I'll have to include a dictionary with this story.
Ah, we'll make it into a movie. I was a teenage carburetor. Somebody.
All right, so we're going to skip ahead about 5 minutes. Well, you'll find out.
What's this?
What do we call it? New type shock absorber?
The holy mackerel, you just ain't a Marvin syllable.
Hey, here's the newest thing in radiator cap. How's it look?
They look fine.
They got away with a lot of double entendres with gears and things, which I don't know. Maybe because I haven't seen many of these type of movies, it just made me laugh. Why do I have this here? Oh, let's see.
Let's see your license.
Who? Me?
Now we're at the club that they're going to close down. They should put on a show. They could get Spunky and Spiffy together. So the reporter's there, listening to the fab music. There's their French cook from Texas, apparently. These guys are the worst pantomimers ever. And they're just awful. I mean, they're just having fun. They're not even trying. They're lucky they got the lip sync down at all, but they don't have too many actual. They have too many words to actually sing.
We thought they could raise some scratch for us by throwing a few dances. We don't even have the loot to run a spot. We've even got our own built-in trio.
Here we go.
Sure.
Yeah.
Bum doody wah wah, bum doody wah wah, bum doody wah wah, bum doody wah wah, wah 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 wah. It's that guy, boom wah wah wah. So it's sweeter, boom wah wah wah. It's the guy, boom wah wah wah. You ought to meet him, boom wah wah wah. Then you will know I love him so. He makes me sigh, my guy. Now there was that.
She has no idea what the words are at first. That just makes me laugh. But she towers over these young ladies.
Larry was smart and Eddie was sharp, but none of them gave me a thrill like the guy boom wah wah wah. The guy boom wah wah wah. He isn't shy. He isn't shy. He isn't shy. My guy.
And once more, we get to the wonderful. She's even doing the curly shuffle a bit there. But one guy's got a lovely Gretsch guitar that he can't play with. He doesn't even make chords.
Now there was Jack and there was Jim, and Louie was really swell. Larry was smart and Eddie was sharp, but none of them gave me a thrill like the guy boom wah wah wah. The guy boom wah wah wah. He isn't shy.
At least the backup players can kind of move in rhythm.
My guy.
Woo! All right. I said I wasn't going to do that, but I did it anyway. I did it, and here she's back. She's still messed up. She hasn't even washed her face off. I like that touch.
Take it apart.
I ought to take you apart. It's time you were thinking about other things.
Like what? Men? You'd rather I tinkered with them than with a motor. Or should I spend my days discussing the latest dirt with the cats?
So Dad here is Wesley. I don't know what color his eyes are, but they're probably blue. And he's trying to have the facts of life talk with his kid, and it doesn't go very well. But he reminds me of Red Foreman, How to Take You Apart. and he wants to be an octopus. Well,
I
oh,
think
she's
so,
clean
but
again.
her heart belongs to popular mechanics. She prefers hot rods instead of hot romances.
That's because I can handle cars easier.
Time for us squares to cut out.
Rumble coming up. Tony, Nita, and her creep friends are coming. All right.
Okay, so there's the blonde that was in the car chase at the first part of the movie, and there's going to be a rumble. I mean, that really hasn't changed, and that word still means the same thing that it did 40 years, 50 years, 60 years ago. And there's Mom, who reminds me of Kitty Foreman quite a bit.
And you gave me some pretty bad moments, remember?
Yeah. That was different.
There's just some fun. It just, I don't know. I can't explain it. But, well, I mean, part of it I can explain. But for the most part, it's just, I just find it a very funny movie. The cast is earnest, if not even close to being in their teenagers. But
We're having a club party Saturday night.
There's no reason she can't entertain at home, is there, Wes?
Yes, there is.
Wesley.
hoppa!
Oh, I guess not.
Then I can have the blessed event here?
Blessed event? Lois!
Oh, don't panic, dear. That's another word for a ball.
Oh, for a moment I thought that...
And this is a double do, Daddy. After the he-cats go home, the she-cats nap.
What?
A slumber party.
So all the girls they're having a party. So you know that the hoodlums are going to show up in a bit and try to disrupt things. And there is Anastasia Abernathy, played by Dorothy Newman. And you've seen her in lots of things because she was a character actress. She was in the Ten Commandments and the original Private Parts from 1972, The Undead. She was a bag lady in A Family for Joe. She was in a lot of one episode, but she just worked. Geez, The Owl and the Pussycat. That was an appropriate movie to take a 10-year-old to, Mom. Thanks. The Waltons, Gunsmoke, Love American Style, The Wild Wild West, as Zenobia Finch, The Flying Nun, The Inexplicably Popular Gomer Pyle, Valley of the Doll. Yeah, it goes on. Bonanza, Bewitched. So she's very funny, and that's her bird, Alphonse, who is ridiculous. He's dubbed and says things that parrots wouldn't say.
Make like a police siren. Make a police...
You must be tired, Anastasia.
Oh, no, on the contrary, I'm quite wide awake. I think I'll practice a little.
So Anastasia has a house there that can't be sold around Dragstrip Hollow. I doubt it's called Dragstrip Hollow, but she's got a house. And she tells everyone it's haunted. So 25 minutes into a 65-minute movie, we get introduced to this Dottie character. But we don't see anything else about the movie or the ghost for quite some time. First Love. I don't remember why I had put that down, and then her dad, he's still yelling at her.
Wake up.
Oh, the cat should be leaving in about an hour or so. Then we chicks take over.
The chicks. I think that's fallen out of favor these days. And there are the chicks.
Crazy, what is that? Charge!
Another musical number. She's wearing flats. Sunita is in her bare feet and she's towering over the rest of the girls. I don't know why I think I noticed that at all. And now they're going to watch some TV. Let's make fun of the flawed technology. Yes, I had to say make fun of the flawed technology. I mean, no one thought TV would be what it was. Dad, of course, can't sleep because the girls are making way too much racket. But the boys aren't around.
Hush, Alfonso.
Lois is grounded for 2 weeks, so she can't drive, but then she needs to get over to the
Stop being so impolite.
clubhouse to say goodbye or something. So, um, and Anastasia or Grandmama Anastasia, I don't know who she is, but she decides to drive her, except that she can't drive. So you see this now. Oh man, there's a way to make this speed up faster, but really, this is right out of the silent movies. Let's see if we can just talk through some of this while they go zipping through Hollywood, or because that's where it was shot around. I mean, look at that. The movies as sped up as they can be, with the birds squawking and saying, "Oh dear me, dear me." Right out of the 20s. So it's cute, but it goes on just a hair too long, and that's one of the things that could be cut down a bit on. But they finally get there.
That was fun. Someday I'll have to learn how to drive. That was a screamer, all right.
That was a blast! Somebody bring him up!
Shush, Alfonso.
Because he shit all over the back of the car is what he did. What do we got here?
These spirits the place. Can we use it?
Oh, I wouldn't take that responsibility.
Well, let's take a crack at it. I'll give them a hand.
With a 40-foot monster running loose in the place?
I'm an old hand at monsters. I used to cover the movie beat.
I have a heavy feeling about this. We shouldn't tamper with the unknown, the imponderable.
Settle down, Dave. Yeah, I was going to say that anyway, because if you people don't think I'm going to be in hell, your humble agent is going to hear an earful. So they're screaming. All the kids are scared because they're wusses.
You're all in a state of high suggestibility. Relax.
I'm scared. Button it up and lay down. Don't say that.
Some good tricks here. In camera, of course.
Thanks.
Double take. But let's see here. This is a progenitor. They say this is an early version of the beach party movies, that they're spoofs of other things going on the whole time, and I can see that. I haven't seen a lot of the beach party movies, but I've enjoyed them because they're just innocent, goofy fun like this. Oh, look who this is! It's the she creature. I like the shadow there. Now the she creature is indeed played by Paul Blaisdell. Because he played the she creature, he built the suit for himself. He was not a big man. Just kind of a sad story while we're late later on. I gotta check something here, make sure I'm doing all right on time. No, it's just poor Dave. Oh, we missed a whole part here. See if I can go back and find it. The door is still.
Spin me around like a merry-go-round.
Oh, you were dreaming.
I tried to cry out, but I was so
How did I
frightened
miss this?
couldn't.
You're all wound up, Lois. Lois, there's no way of moving this fireplace.
See my drive shaft.
I'll wake you if I need you.
See his drive shaft. I knew but I mistimed that. Sorry, folks. Had to go back a bit. Let's scroll back just a tiny bit more. Nope. There we go. And it's daytime. Well, it's not daytime. It's the next night, and they're having a Halloween party because they've demystified it. They've spent the night, and everyone's happy. There she is, and her still wearing flats. And then we're going to So they're still singing, still badly miming, but at least they look like they're having fun. And they'd probably been a big hit on MTV.
Come on now, Jimmy. Yeah. Well, give it to him. Yeah.
This is Jimmy somebody or another. At least the bass player almost looks like he knows what he's doing.
I like to tell you, baby, that I love you so. I like to whisper sweet talk while the lights are.
And he goes, and I don't know if this was a hit song or if he was somebody that was known or was trying to get known. I don't know that doing it in the middle of a B movie from AIP was the way to do it, but it'll be all right. So our buddy um, Tom and Tony are searching the place Hide-A-Low to try to find the actual where the monster is coming from, etc., 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 and they can't find anything. So that's going on while they're doing this, and I wish I'd have turned the light on. There we go. Ooh, that's bright. But another musical number. I don't know why I put that on there. Let's go forward a little more here. Just 10:55. Oh, it says 55:40. There we go.
I don't feel like dancing now. For a performance like that, you win a dance.
Sunita's dressed to subtly look like the she creature herself, which is a nice touch here. Let's see here. Let's see.
Where have you been?
Oh, wait, let's scroll back here because the bad guys show up. Where are they showing up here? There we go.
To do to get you off my back? Well, we could pull hair and scratch, but I've got a better idea. Let's get into our cars and go someplace where it's nice and quiet. You're on. Go outside. I don't want the others to know. I'll change my clothes and be with you in a minute.
So off they go, and that's where we ended up here. Let me go a little further. I actually wrote these down so that I would have better. Let's get back here. Oops.
Where you want to go?
We'd roam somewhere.
Well, we've been over every inch of the house, Tom.
Yeah, Tom. Uh-oh.
Where have you been?
I went for a ride.
Dave said Nita and her friends disappeared about the same time. Did you take her on, Lois?
I had to. I'll pay the club fine for infraction of the rules.
That doesn't go far enough, Lois.
All right. I'll tell my dad about it. He'll probably ground me again.
For a month.
I'll drive you where you want to go.
Aw. So there we go. We're getting to the end here, and they don't have the race at the end between the two women. They don't do it again. They just showed at the beginning and then nothing. It's off screen. I don't think that's how that's supposed to work with hot rod movies, is it? I don't know, but that's okay. So it's time to decide who wins the best contest. Everything's fine because we don't know. Lois says she won't be coming back. So did she crack up her car and get it destroyed? Did she die? And did she race her for pinks? We don't know, but they never came back.
Magic crate. Ladies and gentlemen, let there be silence.
Oh, come on. Where's my part where be still my beating heart? I'm a little annoyed here. Oh, look at there. Look who's there.
I dig you, master.
Well, drat. There was one part that I really wanted everyone to see after this when they're dancing, and I can't find it now. Kind of annoyed that this is going on. So let's just hold on a bit, and I'll find it and come right back. Well, after much deliberation and searching, I could not find that scene I wanted, so we'll
Give her
just go back.
claustrophobia. She catches cold easily. You see before you a mechanical marvel, a machine that has a soul, that thinks for itself.
A smart car.
Amelia, do you hear me?
I dig you, master. Shut up, bird, or I'll turn a piston on you.
Wait till you see what she can really do. To whom shall we give the honor of the first ride? An excellent suggestion. The first rider will be Miss Anastasia Abernathy.
So the car is named as Amelia, and Sunita's Amelia. I sense a bit of a foul here.
Start your motor.
And the robot car comes from out of nowhere now, doesn't it? It's just the movie is kind of all over the place, but it's got a good heart, and it's very innocent, despite the suggestive entendres occasionally. It's just it's a lot more innocent than say other movies have been in the past.
The house is haunted.
Will you show us the ghost hideout?
No.
I command you!
Yes, master.
Still better than the Tesla now, isn't it? Atomic turbines to speed.
Look out. Here I come.
And get it even comes with a doorbell. So there's they found the hidden door now, and they go in. Oops. And the denouement is coming up here to find out who's haunting it.
Done well. Let's go now.
Keep an eye on the exits and don't let anybody out the door. Now for the best costume award. Everybody takes his mask off.
You spoiled everything, you munched it. Leave me out of this.
You're
I knew
not.
I'd seen you before.
Of course you've seen me before. I scared you to death. To death the day the world ended. You shivered when you saw me in the she creature. Pony! I knew it was a pony! The shame of it. The indignity. They didn't use me in horrors of the Black Museum. After my years of faithful service, they just discarded me. What picture did you work in?
Well, and that's the end of the movie. We don't ever find out that was Paul Blaisdell playing Paul Blaisdell. And that was actually the last movie he made for AIP, and pretty much the end of his career at that point in time. I do have a wonderful book about him. He made Beulah, when it conquered the world, The Beast with a Million Eyes. Just can't really go over it enough that. Yeah, he acted in a lot of things as well, playing aliens and victims and things like that. But yeah, he really didn't. I don't know what else I'll have to read that book again. It's been a minute, but so that's our movie. I'm gonna look again to see if I can find the that one part, just because I like to torture myself. And there's one more scene here coming up while they use their guns and let everyone just jibber jabber. No. Come on. There he is. And everyone's dancing to that same damn song. The endest, man. But the ghost does come out, and Anastasia says she knew he was haunting him. So there's that. I think that this scene was actually in the where they were dancing early on. See if we can find another one where they're dancing. Oh, that's where it is. Yep, I'm still looking for it because it's just. Was that really when it was? Let me look again with my notes here. 19, 21, 27, 23.
You rested, Dave? You're sure? Then you may dance with me.
Oh joy, oh rapture.
Settle down, Dave. Settle down, and hold it together.
Do they have?
Okay. So Sunita then goes on to dance with Wesley there as well. All right, let's wrap this up here. Okay. All right, my fellow agents. Oh, I keep forgetting that. This is what I wanted to do. This is just a fun little movie, and yeah, she really should have had a bigger career. I did like some of the headlines. There he's falling down, and it's the endest, man. So until our next assignment, this is X7 signing off. And like, share, subscribe, leave a comment.
He's the goingest ghost you've ever met. This Ghost of Dragstrip Hollow. He's got the hot rodders Vavoomin and the hepcats Zazoomin.
She your chick? Well, I'd like to think so. You know, she prefers hot rods instead of hot romances.
That's because it's easier to handle cars.
This chick does all right with romance, too. But nothing stops this pirate's bird, who learned his tricks from the Ghost of Dragstrip Hollow. Anybody want to kiss a duck?
There's a perfectly rational explanation for all this.
Pet cats and hot rodders, they're all alive to the jive.